Midter 29er. Density altitude 1400 feet. Drone activity reported near the military ramp, exercise caution. Advise on initial contact, you have information X-ray. Las Vegas Airport, information X-ray. 1456 Zulu. Arriving runways 26 left, 19er right. Departing runways 19er left, 26 right. Wind 200 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky conditions, few at 6,000 feet. Few at 15,000 feet. Temperature 4. Dew point -4. Altimeter 29er 89er. Density altitude 1400 feet. Drone activity reported near the military ramp, exercise caution. Advise on initial contact,
hello
have
everyone.
Information X-ray.
V1 rotate Whitey says hello.
Las Vegas
Luca is
Airport,
here, says
information
hello as well.
X-ray.
What's up everyone?
1456 Zulu.
We are
Arriving
here
runways
at
26 left, 19er right.
We are here at LAS today, Las Vegas, and we are flying to ORD. Obviously gonna be a really long flight, so let's see if my daughter will let me do that. I might have to jump off in between while we are cruising, but yeah, it's gonna be a nice long haul from the west to the Midwest, and weather is looking absolutely amazing, all served by active sky combined with the visual enhancements from Atmos. We also have same tensions running today, and look at all that traffic. You have same tensions running, so I've still been testing same tensions quite a bit, so maybe I'll share some of the thoughts there. Atmos absolutely looking amazing, man. I love this airport. But yeah, we have our SimBrief flight plan filed in, everything is locked and loaded. I also have my iPad connected to the OBS, so I'll be able to share with you guys the flight plan screen as well, so it's going to be really good. Lucas says, wow, I love the settings, looks very good, thank you. So yeah, we are in a fully loaded flight, so let's not waste any time and let's go ahead and start setting things up. So I'm gonna leave it at this view. Actually, you know what, let's see what kind of traffic we have. So all my traffic settings are set to 7 or 8, I think, insane tensions. So everything you see here is basically coming from 7 or 8 level of traffic. It's not much actually. Maybe in the morning there's not much going on at LAS, I'm not sure, because it is kind of, there are quite a bit of southwests. There's this one pushing back, also an A321, but yeah, decent amount of traffic. Alright, let's get into our cockpit and let's start setting up. So GSX is also fully loaded. We are in cold and dark state here, and I also have auto FPS running. Let me just make sure everything is running correctly. Yep, it is. Okay, let's start our tablet here. Let's go to import. Let's get our flight plan in. So we have some YouTube comments coming in. We have 15 minutes because it took me a while to kind of set things up, so we'll do a fast load, which is totally fine because it takes a while to load the A321 anyway. Okay, so let's get on here, start the airplane up. Battery 1 on, battery 2 on. I wish I could, actually I wish for this stream I would have also loaded in the checklist V2 by same tensions. I just haven't verified all that, so I don't want to mess around with it on stream. Okay, so we have external power connected. Let's just go through the overhead flows here. Let's make sure everything is, first of all, correctly situated here. So throttle is all idle, flaps and speed brakes are in good position, the engine cut off, fuel switches are cut off, parking brakes are set. Okay, everything looks good. By the way, you will see some stutters, I think. while we are going from overhead to any other view. That's just MSFS. You will not see stutters normally, but when you're going from overhead to any other view, it's like this LOD culling thing where it removes everything from the cache, I think, and that's why you see those stutters. But yeah, that's just I'll leave the fuel pumps off for now because we haven't loaded the airplane. Let's get the overhead up. 3 seconds. APU can go to start. Emergency lights to arm. Get these lights on so that when passengers come in, they're all locked in. Overhead is good apart from the fuel pumps. So you see that? That's huge stuttering that happens like right when you're coming from overhead to any other view. That's just MSFS. Actually, it happens specifically with Fenix. With PMDG, I don't think that happens. Does your SI switch back to ATIS quite a few automatically? Mine does this and it's getting quite... No, I haven't seen that happen, honestly. Yeah, I haven't seen my SI switch to... ATIS. I have to manually switch it, only then it does. So let's load the flight here. I think we'll get a delay message because we'll probably be around 10 to 15 minutes late, but that's fine. On here I am going to load airplane and we'll do it fast, 9 minutes, because it's gonna take us about that much time to set everything up, get clearance and things like that. So like I said again, I might have to jump off the stream for a bit in between, but I'll be back again. It's a long flight. Thought we'll do this nice long haul today. Okay, now it's time. I think let's hear the ATIS.
NS, few at 6,000 feet. Few at 15,000 feet. Temperature 4. Dew point -4. Altimeter 29er. Density altitude 1400 feet. Drone activity reported near the military ramp. Exercise caution. Advise on initial contact. You have information X-ray. Las Vegas Airport, information X-ray.
Okay, information X-ray and everything looks good. So let's get our clearance. You can see my iPad both on the camera and on make it a little bit thinner here. Vegas clearance, American 764.
American 764, Las Vegas clearance, say destination and type of flight.
Las Vegas clearance, American 764 type A321 with information X-ray, requesting IFR to Chicago as filed. Did they even catch it? Don't think they caught it. Vegas clearance, American 764 with information X-ray, requesting IFR to ORD as filed.
Clearance on request, stand by.
Okay, now they caught it. This is what happens sometimes. I haven't seen this happen on Beyond though. It's just, I'm not 100% convinced on
American American 764, clear to O'Hare via the NIS 4 departure, then as filed. Climb and maintain 6,000. Expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure on 119.775, squawk 1441. Expect runway 26 right.
Okay, clear to O'Hare via the NITS for departure, then as filed, climb and maintain 6,000, expect flight level 33010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 119.775, squawk 1441, and we'll expect runway 26 right for departure for American 764. Someone's asking what level is your traffic on. Have you tried maxing this? Yes, I have.
Read back correct. Ground is on 121.1. Safe flight, sir.
Ground on 121.9, 121.1, American 764. Yes, I have tried maxing out the traffic. It's just too much traffic that I don't like. It's not that my PC won't be able to handle.
American 764, you're on clearance frequency. Contact ground on 121.1 for taxi instructions.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, so what I was saying is I just don't like having that much traffic, to be honest, which is why I just leave it on 7, because 7 is like good amount of traffic where you're not getting a lot of issues with like runway incursion and stuff. And this is also a very heavy airport, by the way, insanely heavy airport. So it's better to, like, since all of like everything is running, right, my OBS is going full blast, streaming in vertical and in horizontal, so my PC is like overstressed with all the stuff, right? So that's why I have just left traffic to 7. That's another reason. So we had 330, so we're gonna put that in 330. Very long flight today. Our departure is going to be 26 right, and we're gonna do NITS 4, and then our hopefully you guys can see the iPad screen just fine there. I think you can. Is it updating? Hopefully it is updating on stream. Let me know if it's not. I'm just scrolling through the iPad screen, so if it's not, just let me know. So NITS, and then we are going to Hotel Oscar Charlie Echo Echo. So that's good. Departure is set, and in terms of arrival, we have already, I think we can plan for it, and then if they change on us, that's totally fine, because weather might change in these hours that we're gonna fly. So ILS 10 center is what they've given me, 10 center, and then we are taking the Benki 6, and transition is going to be IRK. Okay, so the flight plan is good. Let me see how much of loading is done. I think we are pretty much there, except some passengers remaining to board, but the fuel is loaded, so we can go ahead and start the fuel pumps. And our APU has been on for a while now, so APU bleed can come on and external power can come off. I like to keep all of this prepped up. Let's see, in terms of ground services, GPU and wheel chokes can go off because we are slowly getting ready here to get out of here. In terms of passengers, we still have a few left. You know what, FPS Lego says you don't play on VATSIM. No dude, VATSIM is not my thing. I like AI ATC. You see how much like drop in frames I'm getting just from. That's crazy. This airport is really heavy, especially with the city installed as well. It's kind of heavy, and I'm also not sure what this light flickering. Look at those clouds, look really good today. Okay, I'm sure we won't see stutters when we are flying. It's just Luca is asking how much load are you carrying. I think we are, let me see. So in terms of fuel, we have like 24.5 tons, and then our takeoff weight total today is 181,000 pounds. I'm gonna pull up the chart here of the airport because we are slowly getting towards where we'll be asking for taxi instructions. And if I pull up my iPad on here, I still am not sure why the iPad just won't show up, because I feel like you guys are seeing a constant screen. Okay, there you go. Now we're good. So in terms of taxi instructions, we are going to be probably taking Charlie to Bravo 1. Darker is asking, do you use auto FPS? I am using it today, but I'm thinking like, is it even worth it? It's like one more program running in the background. I feel like I'm just gonna shut down auto FPS and just stick to a TLOD of 200, because the sim is running extremely heavy today with all the streaming and everything. So I'm gonna just stick to a TLOD of 200, and that should work better for me today. But yeah, usually like if I'm flying off stream or something, I do use auto FPS to get higher TLOD once I'm, away from the ground. Still some passengers left here, but meanwhile we can finish up some of these other things here. AOC menu. I hate having these messages unread. Okay, anything else? In terms of departure, I'll plot that out as well. So we are taking off from 26 right, and then our initial altitude is, what is it, like 6,000 I think. Yeah, 6,000. So by the time we hit cells, I think that's when we'll get our clearance to higher altitudes. So we'll watch out for that. The plan is that right before takeoff, I'm going to hand over my comms to our co-pilot, because it's just easier to fly the airplane when someone else is handling the comms. So that's what we're gonna do. Apart from that, nothing to be careful about in terms of terrain, since all of our departure is mostly clear of terrain. Okay, looks good. And let's see, 223, we're almost done. Pretty much full load today. All the seats are full, at least, if not full load. Francis says, hey, don't play in VR, have you? Oh, VR, yeah. Like I have flown on VR. I have my Meta Quest Pro, but I just don't like flying in VR that much. It's just, I feel like VR tech has a long way to go. I like flying in like really high resolution and like good looking sim, I just don't like flying in VR that much. Okay, so we are done with our loading, and also our takeoff calculations are done. So once I accept this load sheet and then go to performance page here, we'll just review our V speeds, 161, 170, 170. We're going to go flaps 2 and a trim of up 0.5. Flexing to 42 degrees, so you're not using takeoff thrust. We have a pretty long runway. And then in terms of our initial altitude, I'm gonna set that to, with my Bravo quadrant, I'm gonna set that to 6,000 to start with, and then we'll see how we get our clearances further. Okay, and Another thing is we are using this nice little motor torque for pushback, so that's gonna be fun. So let's ask for our push and start clearance. Yeah, so Francis, good question on VR. I just didn't. People keep asking me about VR videos. I'm just so bad at VR tuning altogether. Anyway, let's ask for our pushback clearance. And actually, let me leave my iPad on so that you guys can see what clearance we get. Las Vegas ground, American 764, ready for push and start. And I also remembered that our squawk is going to be
American 764, Las Vegas ground, push and start approved, tail northwest.
Push and start approved, tail northwest for American 764. Ooh, right, you're gonna see how this thing works now. So let's go ahead and call for push and start so that the jetway gets disconnected. These wing walkers will go ahead and take their positions, and Paulo is saying hi. Hey, what's up? Francis says GPUs are expensive more and more. I agree. GPU price is one thing, but then again, even with a 5090, like I have a 5090 and I would still not run VR. It's just not worth it. Like I don't like the I just don't like the loss in visuals that I have to take in order to run something at a lower resolution, actually, because when I'm using my Meta Quest, I'm not even able to get enough resolution. Like everything just looks weird. Even the colors are off because I fly on an OLED screen, so I'm used to having really nice colors and everything. So it's really annoying when I fly in VR, actually, because the quality is just not there. And maybe micro OLEDs and OLED VR headsets are better, but I just don't want to spend that kind of money on micro OLED or OLED VR headsets because the tech is just not there. It's very clunky. I get a headache when I'm flying for like more than 10 minutes. It's just a pain to fly in VR overall. And also another thing is you can't reliably record with VR. That's something that I struggle with as well. So we were told to let's see. We were told to face northeast, so in this direction. Yes, they're gonna probably put us on the right turn, so I think that makes sense. Our nose will be towards the right and tail to the left. Yeah, that's what we are doing. Quite a bit of stuttering today when changing views, but I was expecting that just from the fact that we're running so many things together. I think the main thing that really hits us is streaming. Like streaming both vertical and horizontal in 4K and 2K, that's a big hitter on performance. Maybe I should try to do 2K on horizontal and 2K on vertical. I don't know. I'll see. What else we have? Craig says turn on beacon lights when oh yeah. I think I just remembered that. I got it. Thanks for the reminder though. Final approach POV says, how do you like the 321? I love it, actually. I do love it. It's a significantly sluggish airplane compared to A320 or 319, and that's why I love it for these kind of long hauls. But I don't know how the landing will be because I always mess up landings on 321, and that's why I specifically wanted to fly the 321 today. Actually, I'll have to take a U-turn. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's set parking brakes. I forgot to start the engine.
2735, ready to push.
Get that going. Let's listen to the engine start sounds here.
Southwest 2735, cleared for push and
Sim
start.
looks amazing right now. Final approach POV says need a separate PC with capture card. I agree. That'll be really nice actually for streaming. Because this is way too much load on just one PC. Even though it's a strong PC, it just cannot, just cannot handle it.
runway 1 right, then Delta Sierra.
Anyway, I have my camera set to the yoke, but I'm gonna fix that soon, so don't worry about it.
Southwest 2162,
When we start flying, I'll switch it to the joystick. Craig says, final approach is asking what's your graphic card. It's 5090. Craig says no problem. I play Explain 1112. Currently building a new. What kind of PC are you building, Craig? Have you decided specs yet?
Hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Charlie.
Bravo, hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Charlie, American 119.
Phoenix has to be one of the best sounds ever done. Like even after the PMDG revamp, I feel like Phoenix, the detail that Phoenix sounds has is just crazy. So you see, even with 7, there's just so much traffic. You don't need to be on a 10 setting. And my daughter's up. Oh my god. Let me at least go through departure, and then I might have to take off for a few just to help her out a bit, and then hi. Okay, let me pull up. Okay, we know these. I think it's gonna be 43 Charlie Bravo 1. Las Vegas ground, American 764 requesting taxi. Final approach POV says children come first. Yep. 100%. So engine 2 is on as well. Okay, Quebec, Charlie 1, and then Charlie. Okay, got it. Runway 26 right, taxiway Quebec, Charlie 1 and Charlie for American 764. Okay. So let's get our airplane situated. We're going flaps 2, that's set, and trim is going to be up 0.5. Well, she woke up, but she's not crying, so we're good, I think. She's just looking
Big
at
Stripe
me.
654, runway
Like, what are you
26 right,
doing?
taxi via Charlie 1, Quebec, Romeo,
Clicking
Charlie.
buttons on here.
Runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie 1, Quebec, Romeo, Charlie, Big Stripe 654.
You probably hear
Delta
her.
1290, ready to taxi. Delta 1290, runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie.
Alright,
Runway 26 right,
let's
via Charlie, Delta
get
1290.
going. I think should taxi at idle just fine. Joshi is asking how much have you spent on scenery in MF. I don't know, dude. I think I might have spent maybe around like on all the add-ons I might have spent maybe around like $1,000 or something, probably. I don't know. It's a very rough number. I really don't know.
Short of runway 8 left, then Bravo, Bravo 5, Charlie.
Alright, let me switch to my track IR as well, because it'll be nice to have track IR when we are actually flying and taxiing.
Ground Spirit Wings 1545, taxi to the ramp.
Spirit Wings 1545.
Bravo, hold short of runway 1 right, then Delta Charlie, Spirit Wings 1545.
Alright, there we go. So we have track IR now, so that will feel a lot better. And one more thing I might have to change in track IR is the button that I need to use for. Okay, there you go. So that's good. So that I can easily reset my views. Okay, so we'll go straight here. Southwest, right there. Yeah, I don't know, maybe like 1,000 something. Look at that guy landing. It's probably gonna slam it. Look at that. It's funny how these guys just slam the landings. I don't know if that's a thing with like say intentions. Beyond ATC does the same thing. I don't know. Craig says use front taxi light when taxiing to the runway. Yep, taxi lights are on. Craig says keep the landing lights off until you... Yep. Josh is asking, I'm asking because I want to buy some scenery. I don't like default. It depends on where you're flying actually. I have a lot of American sceneries just because I fly in North America quite a bit, but now I've started building some sceneries in Australia as well. Have quite a bit of New Zealand airports. Man, look at the sim. Looks so good. By the way, I haven't even touched my throttle and we are already at 20 knots. These engines are powerful. Thank you guys here for making her cuckoo sounds. Look at the sim, man. I'm seriously very satisfied with how the sim looks right now.
Big Stripe 408, taxi to parking via Alpha 6, Alpha Delta, Delta 3, hold short of runway 1 right, then Echo 3, hold short of runway 1 left, then Hotel 3, hold short of runway 8 left, then Hotel...
Alpha 6, Alpha.
Someone is asking, is SI managing traffic on the ground? Yes, SI is managing traffic on the ground. And EH Gamer is asking, are you from Germany? No, I'm from India, but I live in
American 764, contact tower on 118.75, bye-bye.
Tower on 118.75 for American 764. Thank you.
American 86.
Okay, we're on tower. Craig says you're a great dad. Yeah, it's been fun being a dad. It is a lot of fun. Alrighty, so I'm gonna at least do that and get our APU off because we don't need that anymore. And look at how much of a line we have. Well, only 3, but still decent amount of line there. For me at least. I hate just waiting around. When I'm streaming, I'm just like, you know what, A to B, that's what I want to do without any hindrances, failures, unless I've planned for it. What made you think that I'm from Germany? I have a very thick Indian accent. By the way, I was able to get my Fenix FCU working with Bravo throttle quadrant. So that's amazing. Craig says the sim looks amazing. I know, right? It looks crazy. Wait till you see how it looks in the air. Just wait till you see how it looks once we depart. It's absolutely nuts. Especially with reshade and Atmos together. It's crazy. Alright, I think it's time that we switch to live cam on the horizontal stream as well. And I'm gonna put my camera down to the stick here so that you guys can see what's going on with the stick. Alright, runway turn off lights on and take off lights on. Actually, we don't need landing lights. Are you from Toronto? No. Which graphic card do you have? I have 5090. Brownie says, hi, just want to say I love your videos, really help me out a lot. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks a lot for your support on the channel. It's honestly nothing without you guys commenting and liking and subscribing and all that. So yeah, thanks. Final approach POE, where are you departing from? We are going from Las Vegas to Chicago.
704, hold short of runway 8 left.
Let's see. Let's get out a little bit.
704. Las Vegas Tower, Southwest 3451 established on the
Look
RNAV
at
Zulu
that
runway
view.
19
Look
right.
at those Southwests taxiing up
Southwest
right behind
3451,
us.
roger.
Looks amazing. So happy with the sim right now. I think we are ready to depart, right? Are they going to clear me just as is, or do I have to ask? I don't know. Josh is asking FS Realistic Plus, the immersion is another level. I agree. How do you get so many FPS on the Phoenix? I lag. Oh, that's just brute force, man. It's just the card.
Right, citation 5, leaving uniform.
5090 and 9950 X3D.
Big strike 408, cross runway 1 right.
Crossing 1 right, big strike 408.
Frontier flight 2575, cross runway 1 right.
I'm waiting for a gap.
1 right, Frontier flight 2575.
Alaska 704, cross
Are you
runway
getting
8
hungry now? Yep, I hear you. Las Vegas ground, American 764 ready to go at 26 right.
American 764, Las Vegas Tower, runway 26 right, winds 200 at 5.
Tower,
RNAV Rudy
my
cleared
bad.
for takeoff.
Runway 26 right cleared for takeoff. RNAV Rudy for American 764. Alright, let's go. It is quite a gamer is asking how much for the card. You mean how much for this thing? GPU? I think I paid 2700.
Holding short of runway 1 left, big strike 408.
I hope this dude is landing on okay, he is landing on
runway
27 left.
26 right.
So we have RAS now, which is runway awareness system something, which is what you hear here. It said that approaching runway 26 right. Alright, RNAV to Rudy, so we're good. Yeah, let's go ahead and get going. Do we have this thing here? Right, Manflex SRS runway. It's gonna
Air
take a
Canada
little bit.
1271, winds 150
Spool
at
up.
7, runway 19 right, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, 19 right, Air Canada
There
1271.
you go. Right about
408, hold short of runway 1 left.
time I
One
think
hour
I'll have
holding
to
short,
feed my
big strike
daughter
408.
maybe as soon as we hit our cruising altitude, I think. Let's see if we stutter at this airport. This airport is extremely heavy. 100 knots. FS Realistic Plus really adds a lot of immersion to the rollouts and taxi and all that. You guys will see how it reacts on landings as well. Right, V1, rotate. Look at that nice G-force effect on the camera as well. Love what they've done with FSR. Positive rate. I think gear up a little bit late on that. I need to turn off some of these sounds that are on.
Contact departure.
Should have done that before. Over to departure, American Sensico. Take over the comms, please.
Contact departure.
Take over the comms,
Hooly
please.
doolies, I'll take over the comms, Captain. Switching to departure on 119.775. Hooly doolies, I'll take over the comms, Captain.
Legion 1703, hold short of runway 8 left.
Runway 8 left, Legion 1703.
Just focusing on flying right now. I'll get back to chat in just a little bit. It's a lot of fun to hand fly this thing. At green dot, we're gonna go flaps clean. Just not yet. Yeah, this head shake is really messing with me. I'm gonna have to turn the autopilot on because for some reason the FSR Plus profile has totally changed on me and I don't like that. I thought I had it squared away and I didn't have to mess with it again, but something is messed up. So if I reset, maybe that'll do it because I had a minimum profile. God damn it. God damn it, Roy. Row flyby. Maybe let's try this one. It's our good friend. God damn it, that also has a lot of effects on. Oh man, I don't like this. I don't like this. Craig says the sound is sick. You like that? Okay, I mean I can leave it on. I don't like the... let me just turn off this, I guess. Let me just turn off this, and then this, and then there's everything else.
497, winds 150 at 7, runway 19 right, cleared to land.
Cockpit ambience, all this is fine, I guess. Control gust, control lean, I don't want that. Control gust, I don't want that either. And then, what else? That's it. Maybe I can turn this to 5 and turn this one to 5 and 5 as well because I hate having that as well. Dang it, I should have figured this out before. I thought I had a default profile which just worked fine and now I don't. Anyway, above green dot clean. And spoilers are good. 6,000. Do we have clearance? We do not. Are we on departure already? No, we're not. Can you contact departure, please? Co-pilot is not doing the job right.
Hooly doolies, I'll switch us over to departure now.
American 764, radar contact 5 southwest of Henderson Executive Airport at 6,000 feet. Las Vegas altimeter 2985, climb via the SID.
American 764 climbing 6,000 with you. Las Vegas altimeter 2985, climb
The
via
co-pilot's
the SID.
really
American 764.
Oh my god. Alright, climbing via the SID now. And then let me disable track IR so that I can read chat here. Josh is asking that's beyond ATC. No, that's the same tensions. Ben says I really like your content, keep it up. Thank you. How did you get the RAS? Oh, it's a default feature now with same tensions. RAS is a default feature now with same tensions. Craig says keep them sounds on. Sounds more realistic. We'll leave it on. The only thing I disabled is this control lean because it's so hard to fly the airplane when it's leaning around like that. Also, do you guys feel like there's a lot of vibration? Like a lot of engine vibration? It shouldn't be this much. Maybe.
American 764, contact Las Vegas departure on 125.475.
Okay, over to departure
American 764, letting you
125.
know, reported about 10 minutes ago, an aircraft near your position reported moderate turbulence between flight level 80 and flight level 95.
I can feel it.
Las Vegas departure on 150.
80 and 95.
American
Okay.
764. 17664. Good morning, 9000 for
It's way too
17000.
much here. Something is going on.
For Las Vegas departure, climb and maintain 17000.
There's some effect on which is just vibrating our engine as if there's no tomorrow. Oh, it's engine motion. Now I get it. Okay. So I don't want it this much.
American 764.
I'm gonna turn this off. I don't like that. Engine blast is fine, I guess. Cockpit ambience is engine off only, so that's fine. Pilot stress is fine, whatever. Light burns is also fine. Intensity was way too much. Screensaver effect is actually really nice. I'll show you guys. And then what else? I think we did, this one's not needed. There's already default sounds for that. Stall buffeting is good, fine. Reverse thrust, I guess, sure, give it to me. Ground effect sound, that's something we don't need, that's very weird to have a loud ground effect sound. Flap stress and drag, don't need that. So I've kept all the important sounds on, but removed everything that's just weird. Alright, above 10,000. Lights off. Seatbelt signs already on auto, and our cockpit is clean. Okay, what clearance do we have here? 17. Yeah, 17 is the last altitude that we have on my charts. If I can show you guys here. SGFRD is at 17,000, and then that's it. That's all I have. There's no other recommendation. Craig says, is there any recommendation for a CPU? Depends on what budget you have, but I would say 9800 X3D is a pretty good ground right now. It's like a sweet spot right now. 9950 you'll be paying a little bit more for. I don't know if you'll get more performance than 9800 or not, but you'll get most of what you need from your 9800. Or if you want a cheaper one, the 78, 79 CPUs are also really nice. So you can maybe get one of those as well. What Daniel's asking, what are your reshade settings? So I have my reshade settings documented here on this video. I'm just gonna post it on chat. That video has links to my reshade and my Atmos settings. Craig says, thanks, I was going to get the 7800 X3D. Yeah, I can vouch for 7800 X3D because that's the one I came from. I had a 7800 X3D before this one. So yeah, definitely a really good card. Okay, what is it? Flight level 330. Let's put that in. 330 in. Yeah, feel free to join our Discord. There's a lot of other presets as well. Lupo has created a really good preset for reshade. I think a lot of people like that one as well. I'm yet to set it up, but I want to try that one as well. Lupo Realism preset. You can look for that one. That is posted on our Discord as well. He is a pro at tuning the sim, like the looks of the sim. Daniel's asking, do they work good at night as well? Yes, I do not change my reshade preset at night. It works just fine at night. Yeah. Craig says thanks. Yep, no problem. Yeah, 7800, I think you will not go wrong. 18,000 feet, let's pull to standard. The only reason I really switched to 9950 X3D is because I wanted the best of the best PC that's available. Otherwise, I think 7800 X3D and 4080 was just doing fine for me. I could run probably like high settings. I remember most of the settings to high, texture resolution maybe too high, not ultra. I was mostly VRAM limited when it comes to 4080. But I was running 2K resolution back then, while now I'm running 4K. So, but yeah, if you really want, like the way I think about it in terms of PC building is that you're going to spend a lot of time on this thing. So as much as you want to cheap out on some of the stuff, I would say you should not. Maybe just wait and save up a little bit more and buy the best of the best, or at least, you know, somewhat top of the line hardware, so that you're good for the next whatever, you know, 8 years. I mean, I know the cycle is much faster than that, right? You will.
4 contact Los Angeles Center on 124.85.
I'm gonna get rid of this camera here so that you guys can actually enjoy the sim. Okay, over to Los Angeles Center now. Still climbing just fine. It's gonna take a while to climb. You see that? It's almost 100 miles out. Our top of climb. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I was talking about hardware. So I would say you should just, you know, spend a little bit more. I think you will thank yourself later. Do I have a GoPro cam or something like that on this? I thought I did. Maybe I don't. I thought I had a GoPro cam. Let me check. No, I did not. Oh, there you go. Button 16, 17. So I think it was this. Is it? How is the parking brake on? Makes no sense. Oh, I think my button was bound to the parking brake and it got turned on. Let me see. Oh, I think I know. Maybe it's this. There you go. It's the button on my yoke. There you go. That's the GoPro cam. Daniel says I have i9 12900K and a 4080 and get about 70-80 FPS with PMDG. What will FPS drop be with reshade? I think you can expect maybe around like 5 FPS drop, if I'm not wrong. Somewhere around 5 FPS, I think. That's what I remember when I tested my reshade. Sometimes you don't even get any drop, sometimes you do. It's weird. But max, I think 5 FPS. It's totally worth it for me, honestly. I can show you how it looks like with and without reshade, okay? So real quick here. This is how it looks like without reshade. Look at that. Let me go outside actually. It will make a lot more sense from outside. So this is how everything looks like without reshade, okay? Not bad. But you see how everything is just too yellow and kind of warm. And then this is how it looks like with reshade. Okay, everything looks much cooler. Whites actually look whites. They don't look yellow or orange. And that's what I really like about my preset and a couple of other presets that completely get rid of that orangish, yellowish look of the sim. So again, reshade off, reshade on. Okay, we'll look from top down, reshade off, reshade on. So everything becomes a little bit cooler, which is how I see the world. At least to my eyes, world looks more like this than it looks with the default colors. So like for example, just focus on, let's say focus on this cloud here, okay, this white cloud here. So when I turn off reshade, you see how this cloud is not actually white. It's more like a light yellow It's like having white color and then putting some yellow drops in it. But from the above, it should actually look like white. So when I turn reshade on, it becomes nice and white. And also the blues are enhanced a little bit as well, which is a great part about this preset. And I use really basic effects, so there's nothing crazy going on. If I can show you here, I only use color temperature, shadows, midtones and highlights, editing that, and then contrast, brightness, saturation and blur. A little bit of blur looks really good at night and even during bright days. This is all I'm using. And then I've tuned the effects. Yeah, it's really good. And then if you turn on performance mode, that almost brings the FPS penalty to like minimum. I will not say that it's 0 for sure. Maybe for my system it is, but you might see a little bit of penalty. You just have to load it and check. Oh, look at that turbulence we have here at 26,000. I hope I'm running Active Sky. I think I am, because I have this bug in Msfs where my TAT goes to like 33C. It just gets fixed to 33C, which is not nice. Daniel says, I thought about it for ages, but after seeing that, I'm definitely giving it a go. Yep. Yeah, I've had that a lot when people look at my videos and they're like, damn dude, like how do you make this thing look like that? No, it's just reshade, man. Just reshade. I'm not sure why a lot of people don't use it. Like a lot of really big YouTubers just, like I watch their videos and I'm like, dude, like just some of them don't even have this handlebar add-on. And I'm like, man, you have 50k plus subscribers. Why can't you install this one single file that's going to fix this white shit that's coming on your screen every time you pan or every time you bring your mouse up? It's just insane. And that's one of the reasons I like putting out content, is that I really want to put out high quality videos. Something that people actually enjoy watching. Like, oh man, that looks good, we're getting close to real. That's the reaction I want from people. But yeah, it's just... Daniel says, how do I get rid of it? Oh, the handlebar, there is, let me send you a link real quick. I'm gonna share a link. Everyone needs to fix this. Okay? Don't run with this handlebar. It looks terrible and it also gives anxiety. Okay, there's the link. I put it on both the vertical stream and horizontal stream. So that will get rid of this weird white thing that shows up every time you scroll your mouse or every time you pan around. Let's go to our GoPro view. I think this one is better. Gregorio is here. What's up, Gregorio? How are you? How are you doing? Thanks for all the videos. Thank you for the support. You guys really made this channel big, and it has nothing to do with me, I'm telling you. I'm just putting out something and you guys are supporting me. Daniel says, thanks bro, you've helped me out. Thank you. I am glad. And look at this view. Holy. Can you tell that this is sim? Like, I 100% feel like this looks real. I can screenshot this. So this is my first GoPro view. I really like this one, but this is more of like a flat GoPro view. This is the second one, which looks more cinematic, I would say, more GoPro-ish. And this is the third one, which is again just flat, but from co-pilot side. I feel like this one is my favorite. this one is the best one out of all three. Am I running? Yeah. Daniel says, bro, that looks so real. I know, right? Like, look at those clouds and just the reflections from on the dash, the grunge effect. Yeah, that looks fucking real. This maybe not that much, because I feel like this is an unrealistic focal length from a camera. But this one looks real. Oh man, we live in good times, huh? We live in good times. By the way, my daughter just slept. She made some sounds, looked at me, smiled, and then just slept again. So we're gonna keep flying. Hopefully she doesn't wake up right on landing. Yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And we do put out some helpful content, so it just helps reach more people, help out more people with getting their sims to this kind of level. Because at least on my Discord, whoever is on there or whoever is subscribed to me, I would want their sim, no matter what kind of system you have, I want your sim to look good and to feel good. It needs to feel better and look as good as it can. Let's go to some wing views. How about that? Yeah, I guess wing views are a little bit underwhelming, but no surprise, it's a bright day. Look at that turbulence though. Like the wing flex going on. Also these cabin sounds are all coming from Msfs. I feel like it's too loud. I'm gonna turn it down. Maybe I can turn it down from here instead of turning it down from OBS. Okay, that should be better. Let's check out some other views maybe. That one looks good. That one looks good as well. Actually, I really like these front engine views. Alright guys, I think I might have to... Oh, she's still sleeping. She's still sleeping. So throw every question you have right now, because I might have to leave once she wakes up. Let me see if I can throw a text on here. Let's see, add, and then text GDI, that's good, and then I'm gonna say I'm just gonna say on baby duty, BRB, and then when I have to go I can just enable this, I guess. I think that's a good idea. Can you guys see the text? Just report to me if you see the text. Report back to me if you see the text. Not on the vertical stream, I'm putting it up on vertical as well now. There you go. Okay, I think vertical is up as well. Gregorio says you can see it. Okay, good. hide it, and then later when I'm going off. So we got a PIREP that about 19 minutes ago indicates flight level a light to moderate turbulence between flight level 260 to flight level 340. So we are right in that zone. It was about 19 minutes ago. I mean, we are seeing some mild turbulence, but it hasn't gotten worse. Agent says hi. Hey, what's up? My god, that's a tough name, man. Regenezevedo. Hopefully I didn't butcher it. Yeah, let's give our plan a quick check here. We have a pretty long route today. Okay, so ETP roughly at drawl, and then we are going to be vectored after, what is this? Skiok, Rams, that's where TD is. And then, okay, why are we even going there? I don't get it. But let's see, we'll have to replan our arrival, because we should not even be going to Tony if we are trying to land at 10C. But let's see, they're going to give us a clearance. Once we get closer to TD. But just good to know that right now the way it is, it's okay just for calculating our TD and starting the descent and all that, which I guess we'll get clearance for that anyway, but still it's okay to just predict our TD, but we may have to correct it later. Do you think we should simrate, or do you think we should not simrate? Let's see. I can just start a poll here. Simrate or leave it real time? Start the poll. Let's see what you guys think. Leave it real time. Okay. I'm seeing a few leave it real time so far. We can also do these really nice like cinematic views if you want to leave it real time. This is what I'm gonna do, because it looks really good when you have these cinematics going. And there's also the screensaver, so we can maybe switch between screensaver and these cinematic views. Took a while to climb. Okay, so just got done with our departure now at OC. That was our transition point, and now we are on our flight plan. Somewhere around Drawell is where we have I'm just looking at my iPad here. Somewhere around Drawell is where we have our ETP, and then maybe IRC is where we start our descent. Let's see. That's our plan. I do think it is a good idea to leave this on. And one more thing I can do actually. Flip this up. By the way, do you guys have any TV series recommendations? I'm on my parental leave right now. I've been watching a lot of Walking Dead recently. Craig says everything looks good. Good. I'm on season 7 of Walking Dead right now. I did not think that I'll get so hooked to that one, but it's actually good. And I actually got pulled in quite a bit on that one. Like first season I was like, whatever, it's not that good. When I started watching it more, I really got looped in. I've left the flight plan on just so that if someone joins in between, they know how far we are from the destination.
81, flight level 350.
Oh, one thing I forgot is to add a window capture source to this thing, to my stream, on vertical stream, sorry. So I'll do that real quick. And also crop it there. Alright, good to go. Good to go on both streams. Now the only thing that has to go right on this flight is the landing. Let's see how that goes.
Denver Center, Southwest 2686, flight level 370. Southwest 2686, radar contact.
I want to bound this to some key, but I'm not sure which one. Maybe I can do this one. Oh no, that's not it. Screensaver, maybe K? It's not working. What the heck? Maybe I can just stay in the cockpit for 120 seconds and it's gonna do it. I want to show you guys that effect. Let me also turn on the music that comes with that. Screensaver effect's really cool. Ambient music 1, maybe put it to like 30, 40 or something. Okay, that should do it now in like 120 seconds. So I'm gonna idle the mouse for 120 seconds. Positive rate is here. What's up? How's it going? So we have 2 votes for leave it real time, and actually it will work if I leave it real time for today for me, because I might have to jump off at any point and then come back in. Gregorio says, what's the most CPU consuming setting besides TLOD and LOD? TLOD, let's see what else is there. I think I know what it is. Traffic. Traffic consumes a lot of CPU resource. So if you have traffic enabled and you're going crazy on traffic, that will really hit your CPU. It also hits GPU, but it hits CPU because it has to like calculate the position and stuff like that. That's where it hits the CPU more to start with, and since the main thread is already overloaded, traffic really pushes it. And then GPU part is fine because most GPUs are strong enough to like render that information that is passed on by the main thread and render thread. But just the part of calculating where what plane is and all those things probably add up to CPU usage. And then what else I'm thinking? So TLOD and OLOD are very obvious, those two definitely. Buildings, I think buildings detail hits CPU. Gregorio says I get graphic queue limited when I zoom in on stuff. What kind of graphic card and CPU do you have? Positive rate is Sky Gear from our Discord channel, I think. Helps a lot of people out there. If your GPU queue limited, that means the render thread has already passed on the information to render some frames, but
flight level 340.
GPU is not able to catch up with all those frames that are in the queue. 5080, and so for your 5080, are you 7900 XTD is I guess pretty good. So for your 5080, are you like VRAM limited or something? I think 5080 has 16 GB VRAM, so you probably need to bump down your texture res to high. That's screensaver mode, by the way. I think it's really cool. It emulates these head movements that naturally these pilots would have. Man, I did not realize how long this flight is. So we'll keep switching between this screensaver mode and cinematic mode from chase plane, because that's also really nice. Oh, nice that I have this enabled here, because it shows my destination ETA on my iPad. So maybe I can scroll it in a way that it shows. Thousand miles. 1,022 miles still left. Guys, that's a long ass flight. Gregorio is asking thanks. What traffic models do you use? I use FSLTL, but without any downscaling on the textures, because I don't need to do it. FSLTL, I've heard that FS traffic, what is it? I think it's FS traffic is really good as well in terms of performance. I think it's better than FSLTL is what I've heard from my friend. Do you guys prefer leaving the sim brief plan on, or do you guys prefer leaving just the sim on? I've left it on because I thought that it will help anyone who just joined to know where we are at and what we are doing. Oh, man, I did not sleep well last night. I was still recording this V-Sync video. So I was recording the V-Sync and G-Sync video, which will come out on Saturday morning. And then I was just recording a bunch of landing shots. So one of them was uploaded today. I'm thinking I can upload landing shot at least every other day is my plan. Because I feel like a lot of people who found my channel, I actually found it through some or the other landing shot. And then most of them found it through these performance videos. But I really want to get into like a lot of people who recently joined don't know that this channel was actually, the foundation of this channel was built off of Just Flight PA-28 series.
Good morning at flight level 330.
So I used to, like, if you scroll back like really old videos of mine, I've made this PA-28 Aero 3 series where I go into the details of like every system of that airplane, and yeah, that was really fun. So that's where the channel started actually, and then I got more and more interested in like just having better performance, and then that's where the performance videos came in, settings videos came in. I still want to keep doing those general aviation A2A Comanche videos, and maybe I've been itching to fly the Turbine Duke, because I have the Turbine Duke, but I've just never really took the effort to learn all the details about it. So that's one video that's coming up as well, like a nice edited full flight of Turbine Duke, like a cinematic full flight. And then I had also started uploading these private pilot series videos where I was going through each and every maneuver that I learned in real life while I was getting my private pilot license. So that series is incomplete. That's coming up. So a lot of things are on my mind. I just don't have enough time to keep cranking content on a daily basis, but it'll happen. My goal is to have at least 2 or 3 videos per week, and then 2 or 3 shorts per week, because I don't want to overload people with too many videos. I feel like that's also not the best. I did it this week and last week because I felt like those topics were all combined together and they went really well together, which is why I did it for these last couple of weeks. But I think now I'll slow down a little bit to these full flight videos and private pilot related videos. There is still some settings related stuff which is left to do, which I'll keep doing in the background every now and then, maybe like once a week or something. But apart from that, everything will be mostly like flying content. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, follow along for all of that that's coming. Pinky says hi. Hey, what's up? Why do these messages say said hi? Like it almost seems like you were writing said hi. It looks weird. Oh look, we have snow. I wonder if we will have snow in Chicago as well. How about we check weather at Chicago again? Let's see. Departure, arrival weather. Vadimeter is 070, knots, 10 plus statute mile visibility, few at 2000, few at 17, broken at 25, damn, kinda cloudy. 12 degrees minus 8, so not anti-ice weather. 2964. Okay. By the way, do you know what this T0011 is? It's like a more detailed version of your temperature and dew point. So what it means is temperature is 11.7 and 11, so that's 1.7. And then dew point is, it's kind of weird. Oh yeah. So it's minus 7.8, I think. That's how you read it. I forgot. But at least this part is like first decimal place temperature. Daniel says I've just downloaded your preset from Discord. How do I toggle the preset on and off? So you'll have to set up a key. Let me show you here real quick. So you need to go to settings and you need to set up a key for effect toggle right here. I have set it up to page up. So when I click page up, it's going to toggle the effects on and off. And then I have the overlay key set to home. So when I press home on my keyboard, that brings up this overlay. Another really cool feature is you can also take screenshots with reshade on top of it, right? So you can save it as a JPEG, 90% quality, which is really nice to upload on Discord or anywhere. And I have set that key to print screen. So I can just press print screen and it will take a nice screenshot and save it. And then just make sure when you load it, just make sure that you have these 4 effects enabled. If not, then there's something that has gone wrong with the installation. So just make sure that these are enabled, okay? That's how you set it up. Hopefully you got that right. Sanko is here. What's up, man? Sanko says beautiful. That's still my favorite view, man. Whoever made this view, amazing. Love this view. I think there were a few more GoPro views if I'm not wrong here. Let's check out some views while my daughter is still sleeping. So there's one internal mounted. Okay, so this one is this dash. I already have that. How do I... Go Pro. Let's see what shows up. This one is the passenger view. This one is just a cabin view. GoPro. Internal mounted. That's the... So yeah, there's not much here. I think I have all the views pretty much. Lakshmi is just asking what is your rolling cache size. My rolling cache size is 150 GB because I have a dual 2 TB SSD, out of which one of them has X-Plane and MSFS installed, and it's pretty much empty. So now that MSFS 2024 pretty much just streams everything, the space has gone down that's required to run MSFS. So I'm able to have really nice big rolling cache size. Don't think I've looked into the details of if it affects performance or like panning, stutters or anything. Probably doesn't, because otherwise someone would have reported it. But yeah, I just like to keep it high so that it caches enough scenery, it doesn't have to like download it. Samko's saying Phoenix promised that they will release Neos before 26. Seems like they're cooking something big now. I mean, what can it be? That's what I'm thinking. I don't think they have the history of hiding. Like, they're pretty vocal about what they work on. I don't know. Never know. Amir is an interesting guy. I heard a really good argument from, I think, Island Sim Pilot, and Island Sim Pilot was actually quoting Emmanuel, who's A330 driver. You guys might know his channel. That if Phoenix would have charged for the 2024 update, they would have been able to get more resources and push the Neos quicker. Which honestly, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Like, yeah, they could have charged maybe like $10-20 and put it all back into the product if they really wanted to. But that's the thing, the customers just don't see it that way. Customers just start getting really frustrated when devs ask for, man, that looks terrible, all that clipping. Let me see if I can enable. Can I enable cinematic? No, I think that's cinematic, right? So the cinematic mode and man, I'm sleepy. The cinematic mode and screensaver mode are messing with each other, it seems. So yeah, about Phoenix, I feel like the comment that A330 driver or Emmanuel made about just charging the money and then getting quicker on the product is correct. But the problem is none of the customers see it like that. They would have expected the product early anyway. That's the problem with all of this. Because you don't know what would have happened if something else would have happened. So they would have released, let's say they would have released the Neos in 26. But you wouldn't know if they did not charge for the update, when was that update coming? When was the Neos update coming? That's just what makes it complex. I don't know, they probably just want to prioritize customer relation over business. I'm not sure. Joshi says after the Neos they should work on an A330. Really? I feel like there's enough Airbuses. Like, I want something more interesting to fly. Like maybe some E-jet or something that's like really well detailed E-jet, you know? Don't you think there's enough Airbuses in the market? Like, I'm honestly tired of Airbuses. Anybuilds has A330, 340. There's a bunch of others, right? There's this fly-by-wire, obviously amazing. And I'm not saying those products are not good. All of them are good.
Delta 2800, flight level 350.
But I just feel like there's too many of them now. And I feel like we need some variation, like make some really nice E-jet, which is study level, like somewhat like Phoenix, right? Somewhat like the Phoenix A320 or 2119. That would be some fun to fly. I mean, if they make another A330, like sure, I'll buy it. But what I'm really excited about is something new. Like for example, A2A is doing an experimental aircraft. RG550, I think they're doing. That's the fun part. I think it was RG5. Let me open up Discord real quick. I think it was RG550 if I'm not wrong. Discord is here. Let me pull up the A2A community announcements. There you go. There you go. That's the one. RG550 Legacy RG550. This is gonna be a day one buy for me. Like definitely expect a video, multiple videos actually. I might even buy a freaking force feedback joystick just for this add-on. Rahul is here. Aren't you working today? Rahul says any builds working with Asobo on the A330 has been bad for this fin. Why is that? So looks like they're doing some really nice detailed work in modeling. I believe this is to support the CFD simulation on the airplane. But yeah, this is gonna be, oh, that's for the photogrammetry scan. Okay, got it. So it's for the model scan. That makes sense. But look at that. It looks amazing. Is that a gear handle or parking brake? Probably gear handle. That's scary to have gear handle there. So what's the max speed on this thing? 240 knots. Damn. This thing is fast. Yeah, this will be a lot of fun to fly. Attention Xbox users, Microsoft. Is there a dislike button on this? I'm just joking. Yeah, the last update from Phoenix was long back, man. Really long back. Where is it? Announcements. So they have some small updates that happened, but nothing crazy. Yeah, haven't heard about the Neos in a while. Maybe they'll just drop it someday. Surprise drop.
On 135.4, American 764.
So what are we at right now? Near KA42W. I think still quite far from EDP.
Good morning.
Okay guys, I need to get on with my baby duty. Enjoy the views. I'm gonna leave this cinematic views on because that's a lot more fun to watch than just pilot moving their head around. So let me turn on the text on here and on here. And I'll leave this. Bottom. And I'll be right back. I still can see your chat, so let me respond to a couple of them before I leave. Penplay says I found out one of my issues wasn't properly parking course. Oh, that's something I still need to look into actually. I haven't made a video about that. Fixed it by choosing remember this is a game in Windows game bar. I need to check the parking course thing. Like maybe I don't have it right as well. I'll have to check. I'm not locked at 40 yet, but it helped. Okay, I'll check on that. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I haven't checked the parking course thing in a while. I've heard that that's a big one for 9950 because of the cash course that you have. Sanku says good luck. Yep, I'll be back. Moise is here. Give it up for Moise. What's up, man? How's it going? Alright, be right back, okay? I can still see your chat, so you can ask your questions and I'll keep coming back and responding to them. But yeah, need to go. Mohit says I'm good. What about you? You probably hear it. Back for a bit. Patton says I also forced all my add-ons to run on the cache cores by doing the same thing. Open Windows game bar, choose settings code. Yeah, and I haven't messed with this at all. Maybe I need to check. Hopefully it'll help with the main thread. Yep. I'm now around 22-25 milliseconds on main thread. I have something causing a persistent red spike every few so I saw this persistent red spike issue with FSLTL traffic injection, but when I inject traffic using sane tensions, I have never had this spike issues. So I don't know if that's what's hitting you, but that's one thing that I had seen. Pen says, I forgot I also run Flow Pro. I have a bunch of WinWing devices, force feedback sticks. I have many add-ons such going on that I'm just, yeah, it's just hard to diagnose, right? You would just run vanilla sim and see if it works. But for me, that red spike happened when I was running FSLTL traffic injector. But it doesn't happen with Beyond ATC or sane tensions. So maybe just, I'm not sure if you're doing that, but check on that too. By the way, Pan, what force feedback stick do you have and which one do you recommend? I need to get one for myself. Is it the AB9, AB6, or is that Brunner CLE MK2 or something? Which one do you recommend? That's something I'm really looking forward to, because one, I'm waiting for this Legacy to come out. I think the force feedback stick will be amazing for that airplane. And also for the Airbus, I've heard that even though Airbuses are fly-by-wire, I've heard that having force feedback still makes things better even for the Airbus. So let me know what you have and what you think about that.
for United 2453.
Contact Kansas City Center on 134.675.
Switching to Kansas City Center on 134.675. American 764. Kansas City Center, American 764. Good morning with you, flight level 330.
American 764, Kansas City Center, good morning.
Alright, I'm back. Somewhat. Patton says F-18 can teach some bad habits because it's FBW. Oh, okay. I didn't even know that. I haven't flown a lot of DCS recently, but I still operate almost all weapons and systems. And that'll be fun to learn. Like, I wish I could dedicate some time to DCS, maybe learning just one airplane. Just one airplane. That'd be fun. Moez says, nowadays I love flying 737 more than A320. PMDG did amazing job. Phoenix still have some issues. I was at that point, honestly, because when PMDG wasn't released for Msfs 2024, I was flying a lot of Airbus. Like, I was just spamming Airbus so much. Like, mostly 320 and mostly 320 actually, some 321. And I had gotten so what do you call it, like so tired of just flying Airbuses that when the 737-800 came out, I bought it I think second day, even though I was like not convinced on the pricing strategy that they were following. I just still bought it anyway. I was like, man, I really need something else to fly. And I agree with you, it's PMDG, you know, whatever you say, it's a fun airplane to fly. So yeah, it's a really fun airplane to fly. Patton says, I gotta run. If you ever have questions, feel free to DM me. I'll make sure to, yep, I'll see you on the Discord. Definitely would want to spend some time when I have maybe like a full weekend learning DCS airplane and making a couple of videos. That'll be fun, because I've always gotten pulled towards these detailed YouTube videos of DCS, and I'm like, man, that's so much fun. I feel like we need to turn down the blur just a little bit. Let's see what we can do here. It's not really changing things much anyway. Yes, it adds a little bit of that effect. But let's see. Maybe make it like 0.1 or something, close to 0.1. Because I felt like it was bleeding the whites a little bit too much. Like on a bright day like this, you either have to turn the blur down or you have to go in here and turn down this shit by like point something, 0.7 or something. Because today is really bright. It's extremely bright. Which makes sense. Like, this is how days would be, right, in Western North America. But in sim it just doesn't look good. Everything just looks overexposed and bright, so you have to turn down your exposure a tad bit on those kind of days. So we are at ETP, it seems. Our TOD is roughly 72 minutes away. By the way, say intentions also shows your TOD, so it shows where how far your TOD is according to what the ATC knows about your flight plan. This is not from your FMC, it's more what ATC knows from your sim brief flight plan. Moez is asking, what do you think about iFly 737? It's a good airplane. It just doesn't have all the systems simulated that the 737 has, 737 MAX has. Like, I was watching V1 simulations comparison of PMDG 737 versus iFly 737, and he was finding that he found out that a lot of trim features, like the way the trim works on a 737 and on a 737 MAX, it is just not simulated on iFly. It does a lot of things well, like textures and cabin and whatnot, but there are some things that it doesn't simulate, which is a very core part of 737. Now, on the other side, how many times do I even bother observing these kind of things as a casual flight simmer? I don't think I observe it at all. Like, he's a real world airline pilot and he's also going through a training, so he has an eye for these kind of details. I do not. So for me, I really like flying both 737 PMDG 737 and iFly as well. iFly, I like it when it's like evening time because the cockpit textures and lighting and everything is amazing, while PMDG is fun to fly at like night and midday. It's a very weird opinion to have, but that's just me, man. Like
764, contact Kansas City Center on 120.725.
There are so many things that PMDG does well that I probably don't even, like, I don't even have the knowledge to appreciate it. So that's the thing about. Moise is asking today, I got confused between 777 200ER and 737 MAX, but I bought MAX. Did I make a mistake? Not really. Like, people like us, unless you know a lot about 737s and you have an eye for all these minor system details, I feel like in terms of the flight model and the way it feels when you're landing and stuff, I feel like it's very authentic. I don't think you made a mistake. Also, it depends on whether you want another 737 or not. Like, if I already have a 737, I would probably prefer 200ER because it comes with multiple engine options. But that's just me. If you want a MAX, you want a MAX. Man, I hate this clipping here. I'm gonna change to this. It's still going to clip. We'll just cancel the screensaver mode. Still about 67 minutes left on top of descent. So let's go ahead and ask our cabin crew for some food here. Oh, you know what? Same Tensions has a cabin crew as well, but I'm not sure how to talk to them because I have not set up my keys to talk to them. Maybe I can and ask them for food. Let's do that. Let's just have some fun. Headset, channel. I think channel 1 is. Maybe I need to open this thing and figure out what channel 1, 2 and 3 are. Joshi says, yeah, yesterday I was debating between iFly and PMDG. If you're debating between iFly and PMDG and you want just one of them, just get the PMDG. Protect yourself in terms of, like, let's say you really get into 737 sometime in future and you know everything about the 737. At that point, you'll probably want something that simulates the 737 as is, which PMDG does. Let's see. Aircraft call sign, controls, audio, traffic, intercom. There you go. So cabin crew is intercom channel 1 and tour guide is intercom channel 3. So let's talk to our cabin crew here. I'm gonna increase the volume. And what's my push to talk for cabin crew again? PDT, I guess it's this one. Channel 1. This is channel 1. There you go. That's channel 1. I got it. Hey cabin crew, can we have some food please?
United 1849 radar contact.
Can they even hear me? Because I do see push to talk channel 1 is cabin crew. Speakers are set correctly, volume is set to 30%. Maybe let's try again when there's no transmission going on. And also I need to remove this freaking parking brake shit on my flight stick.
We can provide food when we come around with a snack cart, Captain.
There you go. They heard me. Hey, what's on the menu today?
Hooly doolies, we're cruising at flight level 330 heading to Chicago O'Hare. Expecting the Shane 2 arrival IARC transition. We'll be landing on runway 10 center using the ILS approach. Weather at O'Hare shows winds 100 at 10 knots, few clouds at 2000 feet, broken clouds at 3300, and broken clouds at 25000. Final approach speed will be 135 knots. I think we're ready for the arrival, Captain.
I thought I was talking to cabin crew and this guy got activated. Joshi saying, okay, I read already. Joshi, if you are confused between go for PMDG, yep, I agree with that as well. Textures and stuff, I think it'll be fine. They're going to revamp the outside textures anyway. Cockpit textures, you can get free mods to make them look really good, so that's not a problem either. Yeah, just get PMDG. I think you'll be golden for a while. And then if you have the money, get iFly as well. It's a good airplane, it's just not as detailed in terms of systems as PMDG. Which again, like I said, for me, it just literally doesn't matter because I'm not going to use either of those to the full potential. I'm more of a normal flight simmer. I still observe some systems details and stuff, but like I'm not the one who's gonna be training, simulating failures and on a daily basis and stuff like that. So yeah, that's. By the way, guys, look at that. Look at how much tailwind
Captain,
we have here.
like anything to drink or a small snack?
What the heck?
The in-flight meal options are better than what the autopilot eats.
118 knots of tailwind. Crazy. That's a lot of tailwind. Her ground speed is like 562. Sick. Anyway, what did this guy say about food? Hey, what's on the menu today?
We have a selection of snacks and beverages available, Captain. I can bring them to you shortly.
I want pizza.
We can provide food when we come around with a snack cart, Captain.
No, I'm saying I want pizza.
We can provide food when we come around with a snack cart, Captain.
But I'm hungry now.
We can provide food when we come around with a snack cart, Captain.
I am hungry right now.
We can provide food when we come around with a snack cart,
God
Captain.
damn it. I thought he's gonna have some fun poke around. Just keeps saying the same thing. Hey co-pilot, how are you doing? He's the Oz flight simmer by the way.
Hooly doolies, I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just enjoying the view from up here. How about you, Captain?
Aren't you hungry already?
Hooly doolies, I could go for a snack, but let's keep our focus on the flight. We'll grab something once we're on the ground.
Oh man. They need to add some like fun conversations and stuff. It's just not. Ozzy says, have you ever noticed weird LOD behavior in MSFS during live flights? Sometimes look broken, triangular, and yeah, that's not weird. That's just the way they've done it. That's just the way the sim works right now. anything that's further away from you is not rendered fully. There's like different LOD levels that developers can set, and that photogrammetry has already set. So if you're looking at something from far away, it's not going to look as detailed as something that's closer to you. That's just the way they handle it. The way Explain does it is the geometry still stays, so the geometry doesn't get messed up, but then the transparency changes as you go further away. While MSFS handles it in a way where they change the amount of polygons you have on the geometry. Moise says, first officer is right, focus on your flight, FO don't want to die. I wonder if I change, like let's change the co-pilot, okay? So this guy is a professional, but what if we make it funny, angry AI funny? Well, let's see what this guy does. Because maybe he is professional, so he's like, oh, keep it professional. But what if I ask this guy, hey co-pilot, how are you doing? Oh, this is not co-pilot.
Understood, Captain.
Fuck. Hey co-pilot, how are you doing? I couldn't hear anything. Tell me again, please.
Not clear what you said. Say again.
Are you not hungry already?
Hungry? Oh, absolutely. But I am too busy babysitting this flying toaster to think about food. Maybe I'll get a gourmet meal of stale peanuts. Warm coffee later. Can't wait.
What the? He's roasting me. It sounds like you're having a bad day.
Just another day in paradise. AirborneGeek. Stuck in this flying toaster. Dealing with the usual circus. How about you?
Stuck in this flying toaster. What are you talking about? The AC is on. How is it a flying toaster?
Can you repeat that?
Why do you call this a flying toaster?
Oh, it's just my way of saying this plane is about as exciting as a toaster. Keeps us warm and airborne, but not much else.
Okay, this guy is a little more fun. Let's see if there's so this was angry AI funny. Then there's other funny ones. Josh is asking, is that same tension? Yes, that's same tensions. Let's see. Is there any other funny? Maybe there's this Steve the Pirate who is funny, and then there's 2-ton Murphy streamer. Yeah, I've seen his channel, I think. Who's this Chad Skybro funny? He's the ultimate bro in the right seat. Ask him to handle the comms when you're ready for him to take over. You can also ask him to call for clearance. And okay, he can't fly the plane. Okay. Hey Chad, how's it going?
Yo, all good here. Just cruising along at flight level 330. How about you, bro?
Who talks like that? I'm just seeing what else is there here on same tensions to explore. says auto assign a random crew professional. Funny. There was something there was a feature where you could talk to the ground crew. Oh nice, now they have the RAS options on here as well. Nice. So you can select and you can select and unselect whatever you want or not want with RAS. So like for example, approaching runway notifications, on runway, approach, takeoff, all this. So I have them all enabled because why not? And then I like this bro guy, kind of jacked. Hey, your developer told me that you cannot fly the plane. Is that true?
Yo, that's right, bro. I handle the radios and comms, but I don't fly the plane. That's all you, Captain.
Bank Angle Check is asking, hey man, any reason why you prefer AI over VATSIM? One reason is because VATSIM is not always populated. Second reason is you will not always have real world traffic on VATSIM. So those are two reasons. Third reason is, I guess that's not a reason. I wanted to just avoid talking to real people. But yeah, mostly just these two reasons is because you have a lot more traffic with AI ATC add-ons, and second is you just have more ATC coverage or full ATC coverage basically throughout your flight. Because anyway, like whoever I talk to on VATSIM, I don't know them, so that it's like any other voice to me, and if AI is giving me that voice, that's totally fine for me. Yeah, those are the main reasons, honestly. I used to fly on VATSIM. I still sometimes I feel like I want to, but then I'm like, oh, I have better options. Why should I go to VATSIM at all? So I just avoid it.
American 764, contact Kansas City Center on 134.725.
City Center on 134.725, American 764. City Center, American 764. Good afternoon, maintaining flight level 330.
American 764, Kansas City Center. Good afternoon. Maintain flight level 330.
Flight level 330, American 764.
Bank Angle Check is asking, it's expensive though, does the co-pilot announcement mandatory call out rate speech? So I haven't heard him call out those things, but you can make him talk to ATC if you want to just focus on flying or you have cabin crew, which does all the cabin announcements and stuff. And you have RAS to call out runways and stuff, but I haven't heard him call out like the checklist itself, like speed check. That's a different feature in Saint Tensions. So there's something called checklist tuner v2, where you can set up checklist for your airplane, and basically you can also automate stuff. So if you turn down Saint Tensions, so if you know the parameters of that airplane, with checklist tuner v2 you can actually automate your whole checklist. Like, removes the whole point, but you get my point. Like, there is an option to pretty much do what FS2 crew does for let me see if I can find that. I can show it to you. So yeah, you can do what you're saying, definitely. Checklist tuner v2, there it is. Sign in. So you have something like this. Where you can basically set up a checklist. So I have a couple of checklists set up. So for example, I have 319 set up. Like for example here, right, if I say at the beginning of the flight, if I just say, hey, let's start setting things up, then it's gonna go and basically set up the whole cockpit. I've seen that it misses sometimes. So here's the whole checklist, by the way. It just misses something sometimes. Like for example, this let's get things started up has APU start at the end, which it just doesn't do it, because it probably cannot find what to press on the Fenix to get the APU started. Some logic is off or something. So yeah, this is a very nice customizable checklist that you can have, and you can anything that has this robo icon is basically containing automation, and what it means is the call out will be accompanied with the co-pilot doing that function. So it's really neat actually, but you just have to sit and make this thing. And if you don't want to make your own, you can always look up the community checklists. There are a lot of them actually, and you can just download or clone. That's what I did, and then I edited a little bit, but it's still not complete, which is why I did not want to use it on stream. I have still seen some bugs with some things just not working, and I'm seeing that this whole automation thing is probably not the best idea. I'm going to turn off all automation and just have him read me all the checklist items, and that's all I need from this. So hopefully I'll have this set up soon, and then I can demonstrate it in one of the videos or streams. But yeah, it can do what FS2 crew does basically. It just is more work, I guess. It's not like out of the box. You cannot just expect it to do everything. So I hope that answers your question. Bank Angle Check says, any itch to get the Moza AB9? Yes man, yes. I've been watching so many videos of AB9 and also the AY210, but I'm really waiting for Winwing, because I know Winwing will come up with a really good product. So I'm waiting for Winwing to come up with their product, and then if I feel like the Moza AB9 is still better, then I'll get that along with the AY210, because I feel like the FAB yoke that's coming in from Winwing is going to be pretty big with a lot of space requirement, which is just Bank Angle Check says we need a good FS2 crew replacement. It's more trouble than it's worth. I've never owned any FS2 crew products because I just feel like it's extra work. I like to set up the airplane myself. Like, yeah, I like the fact that someone can read me read me the checklist, but that's all I need from it, and I like it that Say Intentions does that. Pricing is steep, man. It's $18 a month. There are still features that make me want to get it again though. Like multiplayer. One thing that I saw with multiplayer is doesn't get the aircraft type correctly, and it doesn't get the liveries correct. So me and my friend Rahul, we were flying multiplayer the other day, and even though our call signs were correct and the ICUE code was correct for the airplane, it still did not detect the airplane correctly. So it was kind of a downer. We'll see. Moez is saying, I saw your setup pic on Facebook. You do have, I do not have Airbus Boeing MCDU. You think it's worth it? It's like you just have to change the view and click buttons, right? Like, what's the catch here? Like, why would you get MCDUs? I mean, yeah, if I don't know, like, where do I keep my mouse? It's just like there's no space already. You guys want to see my setup? Maybe that's a better thing to do here. Dang it, my battery just died, man. Like the phone battery died where the camera was on, but I'll charge it, so we should be back soon. Bro, I'm gonna get AB9, but I'll be so pissed if Winwing releases straight after. I'm so sure that they will. That's exactly why I'm just waiting, because I've also heard that the Moza software is a little bit sketchy. Like, everyone says that the software is not the best, but I don't know. I really want force feedback, yoke and joystick. Then I can check. MCDU definitely not worth it. I agree. Moise says, yeah bro, worth it. I turn off my room lights and then my MCDU and FMC crazy experience. Well, how about you guys fight together and figure out if it's worth it or not? I've always thought that MCDU is just a space hogger, just like the FCU and MCP. It just takes a lot of space. It's for something that you can just change the view and just do it quickly right there. But maybe I need to experience it before I say anything. Maybe I can order it and then return it if I don't like it. Too short, yeah, it's not wide enough, that's the thing. Because my monitor is so big, that 32-inch monitor that takes like half of the table. Maybe I can still fit the AY210 FFP yoke, but that's it. Like, I need some space for my mouse on the side, like right beside the yoke. So I feel like I'm not gonna add anything. If I can replace, I would like to replace my yoke and my stick, but that's all. Like, adding MCP, I was thinking about adding the FCU for Airbus from Winwing, but then I figured out how to use my Bravo throttle quadrant autopilot panel for that FCU, for the Airbus FCU. So now I'm good on that as well. I don't need it, because you can do everything that you can do with the Winwing FCU from the Bravo throttle quadrant autopilot panel. It's using SPAD Next, so that problem is also solved. But yeah, I have this table that I'm eyeing as well, and let me know if you guys know about this company. It's called Secret Labs. Secret Labs has really good gaming tables, chairs as well, but I have a good enough chair, I think. But yeah, Secret Labs is something I've been looking into, and maybe at some point it'll all happen together, man. The Secret Labs table, the FFB yoke, and the FFB stick. Someday I'm gonna go nuts and this will all happen together. $3,000 more. I'm just waiting for the market to be at a place where I'm like, oh, you know what, I'm not interested in investing in the market right now. I'm more interested in just buying shit that I always wanted to buy, like for the last 6 months, 8 months. But right now I think the time, it's the time when you want to just cut down all the extra luxurious expenses and just invest as much as you can, because it's at a really nice spot right now. The market is at a really nice spot right now. So that's my strategy with life, is to buy the good stuff when it's not worth putting money in the market, and hold off on buying the good stuff always when it is worth putting the money in the market, which is times like right now. These 4 or 5 months have been amazing. A lot of good opportunities in terms of investing. Bank angle checks, like Secret Labs is so expensive. Yeah, it's $1,000 desk. I have the IKEA My Midzon Power adjustable table. Very happy with it. Sturdy. Nice. I'll look into that one too.
American 764, contact Kansas City Center on 125.25.
Aero is asking, do you have driver overhead issues with 4K with 2024? No, I do not. I actually don't even know what issue that is.
Good afternoon, maintaining flight level 330.
I need to remember that we changed our co-pilot. This guy was talking. 1, 4, so we have 29 or 30 minutes left. 30 minutes left on the descent and 30 minutes left until descent. And we don't have a star yet. Maybe we can go ahead and ask what the star and arrival runway is going to be. Or let's have the co-pilot ask for us. Hey, can you check what our star and the arrival runway is going to be at Chicago?
We're expecting the Shane 2 arrival in the ILS approach to runway 10 center at Chicago O'Hare.
Okay, Shane 2. Got it. This guy is smart. I like him. ILS 10 center, that's still okay. And then star is going to be... What the heck? Did I just forget how to select a different star on the Airbus? I thought it was easy, no? Oh, there you go. Shane 2. There you go. Shane 2. And then what's our transition? What's our transition for Shane 2?
Our transition for the Shane 2 arrival is the IRK transition.
IRK. God. And 10 center is still good. Hopefully. Okay, select heading, that's okay. We can do that. And then edit the flight plan. Get back into nav mode here, or whatever, like heading managed mode. And that's it. Got it. When is the descent coming up? Will you be requesting for descent? Moise is asking anyone here who bought NVIDIA GPU 50 series.
About 20 minutes, bro. I'll handle the request when it's time.
50 series after 10th Feb. You can get a free copy of Resident Evil. Oh my god, you guys. You guys still playing Resident Evil? Bank angle check. Man, the wind control FFB base that you can see online now is fucking huge. Can't imagine how it could be better than Morza, especially being bigger. I mean, bigger means they have a bigger motor, right? So I would expect to be bigger, no? Okay, direct IRK. Okay, okay. That's what we're doing. Yeah, we can descend in like 80 miles or so. Nikki says hi, hey, what's up? Yeah, so for wind control FFB base, did they even come up with something? I thought they did not even have anything released. As in, like, I have never seen photos or anything. Do you have a link? Is it this Cyber Taurus FFB base? Maybe that's the one. Yeah, I can't find it. Bank angle check says 9 Nm sustained is a lot though. A 5 Nm wheelbase is already strong. Yeah, AB9 is 9, right? I forgot what AB6 is. Is 6? But yeah, 9 is quite a bit. I agree. Oh, Cyber Taurus. Okay. Yeah, I see that one. Yeah, it's pretty big. I wonder what else they are packing in there which makes it that big. Because these are all smart people. Be right back. I just googled wind control, FFB 12 peaks 9. Damn, that's a lot. But yeah, if it doesn't make sense from a space claim standpoint, then I don't know if I'll get it. I might just be leaning towards Moza then. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see if my phone is charged for my landing cam. Because you can't miss out that stick cam for landing. Interesting. I could have just charged it while it was mounted. Okay, camera is good. We are almost about to start our descent. Noise has shifted from horizontal to vertical stream now. Does this say intention have a mobile app or something like that? I think it does, yes. I haven't used it, but it does have a mobile app, yes. Where you can, I think, control your ATC frequencies and stuff. So like you can have a phone mounted on the side or something where you can just swap around frequencies so that you don't have to like tune it in your airplane, scrolling around the knobs. That's pretty neat actually. I haven't tried it though. I'm pretty sure it works. It's an easy thing to do. Whoa, 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 baby. No, baby. Moise says that's good. I think Beyond ATC doesn't have, yeah, BATC doesn't have a mobile app, but BATC has a pretty good UI where you can just click through frequencies very easily. But this one sometimes it ignores some frequencies, so you have to go back up in chat, and I'll be right back. Moise is asking baby like voices from cabin or real? Baby voices are real. We have a real baby in the cabin. Baby voices are very real. Okay, descend and maintain 2-4. So we're gonna go 2-4 and then I'll just hop off and descend and maintain flight level 240. Okay, so we are good there, and I'll be back. Moise thought the voices were from FS Realistic. No, this is real. We have some nice add-on going here. Some baby sneezes and little cries and giggling, all kinds of sound effects. I just got her like really close to me so that she doesn't. Okay, we are descending. Now, fingers crossed for a good landing. That would be a very nice end to this stream. If we botch this landing, that will be not nice. So let's focus up as we get closer to the approach. Hey bro, I'm worried about this landing. What do you think? Let's see what he says. Doesn't say anything. Just ignores me. Hey bro.
What's up, bro?
I am worried about this landing. What do you think?
Yo, bro, no worries. We're all set for the ILS approach to runway 10 center at Air. Weather's looking good. Wind 09er 0 at 10 knots. Few clouds at 2,000 feet. We'll follow the shade to arrival and intercept the ILS for a smooth landing. Squawk codes 1441 and approach frequency will be 133.625.
Why did he tell me all of that? I just needed some emotional support. Bro went all technical. Just below the VNAV path. So two things I need to remember that I will forget for sure, which I don't want to forget, is one, record my landing with flight recorder so that we can watch replays, and turn on the stick cam. So we'll turn on the stick cam as a checklist at 10,000 feet. Moise Ali says positive attitude from co-pilot. Yeah. Bro is extra positive. Hey bro, you seem like a very positive guy.
Thanks, bro. Just trying to keep it chill up here in the skies.
070 at 6, get the information entered so that we don't have to worry about it later. 070 at 6, and then QNH is 2964. Low 2964 and temperature is 12. It's not that cold. And in terms of our approach, let me pull that up here on both the streams. For approach, we're gonna select, let's go ahead and select our arrival and approach here, the correct ones. Changing to shine 2. Transition is still okay, and we have a few approaches available here. We're going 10C, so that's the one I'm gonna add to route, and we'll add it directly from final. So let's see what we have here. So all the charts are now pulled up here. We will be doing, let's just pull up cat 1. So we'll probably be vectored. What's the airport altitude here? 680 feet. Missed approach is going to be climb 4000 on heading 093 inbound CGT. CGT is where we hold, I think. Yep. Descend maintain 12, so we'll put that in. It's actually 2961. Let's change that. There's some mismatch between the weather that Phoenix is reporting and what we have here. And our minimums in terms of radio minimums are 150. I guess why should we even do this? Let's just look at the minimums for this. It's not gonna be a, so it's gonna be a 200 radio and 140 knots landing speed. Everything looks good. Let's see when they vector us. Usually I've seen that they vector us earlier rather than later, which is a good thing about really good thing about say intentions. Like sometimes Beyond ATC used to forget about me after the arrival. After the last point, I'm just flying and they forget about me completely. They would not vector me. So it's really nice to see that Say Intentions does it earlier. In all of my flights I've seen they do it earlier. Let's see how it goes today. So 2961, we can't really preset the altimeter, so we'll just wait for 18,000. And in terms of light and seatbelt, let's just turn this fully on. And everything else should be good. As long as we don't need the speed brakes, we'll just go ahead and arm them. Hey Copilot, what do you think about Taco Bell?
Yo, Taco Bell's pretty rad, bro. Always good for a quick bite.
Beyond ATC used to joke about Taco Bell quite a bit. Something along the lines of your stomach getting upset if you eat Taco Bell. Oh, this looks nice. Damn, this was a long flight, huh? Very long flight. 1,000 miles? Moise is asking, can you tell me the exact GPU variant from MSI? I think it was this one, Gaming Trio. This one right here, Gaming Trio OC. I'll pull it up. Change to local, I guess. 32G Gaming Trio OC. This is the one that I have. It's a very good looking card. No, actually, this is not the one that I have. Yeah. Oh, damn it. Hold on. This is not the one that I have. Graphic card. Maybe. No, definitely not Supreme OC. Gaming series. Let me see. 1590. It's definitely not this one. I think it's Ventus 3. Let me check. Ventus series. Because I know how it looks like. What the hell? Okay. $10,000. Oh, that's a different one. Trying to remember what my box looked like, man. Because oh yes, this is the one I have. Vanguard. How can I forget? That's the one I have. I was like, how did I forget about this? There you go. That's the one, yeah. That matches. Vanguard. Vanguard SoC. That's the version. It looks amazing. Yeah. That's the one. Because I did buy the Gaming Trio first, and then I realized that Vanguard has a lot better overall cooling performance. So that's why I returned the Gaming Trio and bought the Vanguard. Because I was able to find Vanguard right after I bought the Gaming Trio. So yeah. It is really hard to find that, yes. It is very hard to find it these days. Okay, 2961, 14,000. I'll try to respond to as many chat messages as possible, but we'll focus on the landing. Because I really want a good landing today. After all that we did. 59 minutes ago, occasional light chop reported by a Boeing 738 at flight level 160. We have passed it already, so we're good. Yep, we'll expect that, so we're good there. Planning is done. Descend and maintain 9. I'm gonna remove the iPad because we don't need it anymore, and I will turn on the cameras because we need that now. Hopefully you guys can see everything correctly. Okay, altitude 9,000, still descending fine. King Bob's Kingdom says 5090 owner here too went with the Asus stuff. Asus stuff is a great card. My 4080 was Asus stuff card, really good card. I would have gone Asus too. They're just not available. I only had options from MSI and the other one was PNY, and I did not want PNY. Okay, pulled up the airport card, the airport information here. So we are parking at Terminal 3 L11. Got it. So it's out there around that A16 area. So we'll probably take, let's see, probably take like P5 or P6, maybe P6. Let's quickly do our landing performance as well. Oh no! Right on landing, huh? Right on landing. Let's see. 167. And we'll go low brakes. I think low brakes is fine. Max reverse. I would have bought the Asus. It's just that these cards are so... it was really tough to find my 5090 at MSRP. Turn right, heading 075. I forgot about that transmission because I'm on double duty right now. That doesn't look very nice, like the clouds and the ground don't merge well. It's fine. So we are going low auto brakes, don't need more than that today. And let's see, where are we intercepting? Man, stop turning me so much. 115? No, bro, no. I'm not doing that. Why is it turning me 115? No. We're not doing that. Okay, I need to probably take a break here. Be right back.
Brickyard 3489, contact O'Hare Tower on 133.0. 133.0 for Brickyard 3489.
decel. We're not at decel point yet. It's a very long approach path here.
established on the ILS runway 10 center approach. $2,500.
Holding short of runway 27 center, United 1202. $1,000. Hold short of 27 center, United 1202.
Approaching runway 10 center.
$500.
Holding short of runway 9 right, SkyWest 5307.
$100 above.
Approaching runway 9 right. Caution, caution.
Minimum. Minimum.
Hold short of 27 center, United 1202.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. Drive.
Beautifully handled approach.
decimal 125, American 764. O'Hare ground, American 764.
Ladies and
Good
gentlemen,
afternoon,
welcome
clear to
to
runway,
Chicago.
ready to
Did
taxi
you know that Chicago
to
is
the
home
gate.
to the world's first skyscraper?
American
The home insurance
764,
building
O'Hare
was
ground,
completed in
taxi to terminal 3
1885,
gate
and it changed the way
L11 via
cities are
Papa
built
6,
forever.
Papa Echo
Thank
Echo
you for
Bravo
flying with
Alpha
American
21. Good
Airlines.
day.
Please remain seated until we reach our final.
Just for the record, there is no way that landing was minus 350 FPM. It was probably sub 100, and you'll see when I replay. I think this landing toast is just sometimes giving random values.
Too low, terrain.
$500. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Excellent work down there.
Too low, terrain.
Das ist ein Aufnahmegerät. Für mich, das machen wir schnell jetzt auch. Nur die Töne, Flugzeuggeräusche. Ja, ja, genau. Die hinten sind ja interessante Flächen. Und ich darf gerne und mal reinlegen. Ach so, okay. Ich hoffe, man das ja mal witzig. Das klar, das geht nicht. Ja, ja, auf jeden Fall. Weil ich kann es ja reinlegen. Oder was?
Willst du durch?
Sorry guys, I had to attend to a little baby, so wasn't there through the landing, but went really well. I'm gonna keep playing the replays while I feed my little baby. Hopefully you guys enjoyed these replays, and this was a really fun flight. Thanks a lot for joining, and enjoy the replays. I'll see you guys on the next video or next stream. I'll probably stream again sometime this weekend or tomorrow.
Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
Yeah, the reversers not showing up in replay is just weird. I don't know. I'll have to manually engage them. Let me try to manually engage them and see if they show up this time.